Hello, so today we're going to be starting or replaying Resident Evil 3. I did play this ages ago when I first started the channel, but again, much like Gun Survivor or Resident Evil Survival, was it? The gun game one, the first person shooter one. My original LP was a bit bad, so I thought I'd just play for it again, just so I had a decent quality LP for the channel. Do we even have any saves? I don't think I do I? Oh, okay, yeah. There we go. Because I want the costumes, don't I? I need the costumes. I think we all do. Oh damn.
Ordinary day in September.
You tell him, Jill.
Ordinary day in Raccoon City. A city controlled by Umbrella. No one dared to oppose them, and that lack of strength would ultimately lead to their destruction. I suppose they had to suffer the consequences of their actions, but there would be no forgiveness. If only they had had the courage to fight. It's true that once the wheels of justice begin to turn, nothing can stop them. Nothing. It was Raccoon City's last chance, and my last chance. My last escape.
Oh damn.
This is Chopper Delta, preparing to drop off at area E95070.
I really love this intro though, like, I mean, two's intro is really good too, like it was spooky, but this is just like balls to the wall action, at least in terms of the intro. Oh. And you just don't expect it, well, you didn't expect it at the time from a Resident Evil game. Although having said that, the intro kind of makes no sense. Like, they're fighting zombies, but they didn't like put their cars in the way of the zombies. They've just made it really easy for the zombies to kill them. Unlike these guys. I love that one zombie with the glasses as well, like his hipster glasses look so ridiculous. God damn. And that I really love as well. That feels like the bite moment from Resident Evil 1 a bit, or the, like, Joseph dying. Was it Joseph? In the intro cutscene of 1? You know, just getting clawed apart sort of thing. Although Joseph wasn't clawed apart, was he? He was eaten by dogs. But you know what I mean, like, that guy getting clawed apart, just... Eugh. Okay, so we are Jill Valentine again. AKA the Phoenix. Is it Phoenix? Jean Grey. Oh dear, okay. Just gonna get up here. She's played by Catherine Disher in this, who is also Jean Grey in the old X-Men cartoon. The old X-Men cartoon now. What was her other name? Is it just Phoenix or something? Dark Phoenix or something? I can't. It's what she turned in. It doesn't even matter. It's not Resident Evil related. I should shut up now. I will now because Jill's speaking.
The monsters have overtaken the city. Somehow, I'm still alive. Okay, we've got to get out of here.
What? What do you think you're talking about? I just lost my daughter out there. How dare you tell me to go back outside?
I'm sorry about your daughter, but there isn't gonna be any rescue. We have to get out of here.
No! I'm not going anywhere. I'd rather starve to death in here than be eaten by one of those undead monsters. Now leave me alone!
So one of the things I really like about these older games, and I guess games in general, and it's one of those things you can pick up in movies as well, that when they're not paying attention,
Told you! I'm not leaving! Never!
is all the little things that you don't really notice unless you're trying to pay attention that don't make sense. Like that guy's Dario, I think his name's Dario, and his sleeve's been like ripped off. If you look on, I think it was his left arm, wasn't it? But how would that happen in a zombie apocalypse if not by a zombie pulling off his sleeve? And surely the zombie would have clawed his arm if it had pulled his sleeve off. But there's no marks and he doesn't zombify. So how exactly did he cleanly get his get the arm of his suit and his shirt ripped off? How did that happen exactly? And like the intro to, I guess in the intro, like the thing I was pointing out is the cops just pull up on the street and just try and gun down the zombies, which doesn't make any sense. And like if you were fighting zombies, wouldn't you just put a barrier between you and them and just take pot shots at them, surely? Or just get high up and take shots at them from there until they're dead. But for some reason the cops don't do that. I guess you could say it's like they didn't know what to do, because obviously you don't prepare to fight zombies, do you, in real life? But it's one of those things that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I guess it's like the mansion design in Wong as well, or the puzzle design in these games in general. It makes a degree of sense, but then, well, it's internally coherent. But then in the greater scheme of things, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I mean, if you lived in the Resident Evil mansion, you wouldn't be able to get around or do anything, because everything would be like tokens and keys and medals and whatnot, and that just doesn't work. I know I'm overthinking it, but like these things sort of stand out to you when you start playing a game over and over again. And I've played this game so many times now. Well, we won't save here. Could be famous last words, but we'll try and push ahead and then save. Is the next save spot the police station? No, it can't be, can it? Must be something before then, because the police station's quite a distance from here. But yeah, like this is supposed to be like a truck or a is it a warehouse? But like this is a truck, isn't it? Well, no, no, it's just like a storage container, isn't it? Sorry. But like what? If that's not like a container goes back on the back of a truck, what is it? And why is it lifted off the ground like that? Does that make sense? So I'm not complaining here, I just think it's interesting, like once you start, like a lot of things like movies, I think if you have a really, really, really well made movie, the director will often pick up on these things and try and make his externally coherent as possible, you know, coherent with the real world, so it makes sense, not just internally coherent. But then a lot of movies, especially like, you know, the big action movies or the ones that are just supposed to be sort of like exciting and just blow you away sort of thing, like a Michael Bay film, I guess, would be the cliche. You can often pick apart the story. Well, not just the story, but also the world. I mean, it's pretty easy to pick apart the story in films. I think it's more interesting to sort of like pick apart the world. Not that I can really think of any examples outside of the ones we picked up on this. But like with these streets as well, like this is supposed to be a regular road, and it doesn't look like one, does it? It doesn't even look like a pedestrianised road or pedestrianised like area of a town. I guess you could say some of it's maybe back alleys, but then the bits that aren't back alleys, like this bit, doesn't look like a regular road at all, does it? Which way are we going? Is this a bad time to point out Resident Evil 3 is one of my favourite games? Not trying to, as I say, not trying to complain about it. I love it a lot. I just like... I like that things can be fun and like really well made, but at the same time, like, you can pick them apart. And you can find things that don't make sense, and I find it interesting. Like I think I mentioned in the Resident Evil 2 playthrough, or maybe it was an earlier one, you can find signs in the games, like in 2 and I think in 3, like signs on the wall that are just English, just make no sense, but it's there to look like text. It's there to look like meaningful text, you know. Oh, oh, no, oh. Bag zombies. Bag zombies. Is that one dead? Nope, apparently not.